America didn't burn because people were violent. It burned because people were ignored. They told Black Americans to stay calm. After watching another Black man die, America exploded because Black Americans were done being ignored. George Floyd's death wasn't the first. It was the first caught clearly enough that the world couldn't deny it. And knee on his neck. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. No edits, no excuses. So the streets filled. Over 20 million people protested across all 50 states, the largest protest. Over 90% of these protests were peaceful. But peace doesn't mean painless. In cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, and New York, rage boiled over. Some buildings burned, stores were looted, police precincts were damaged. Insurance losses reached over $1 billion nationwide. Because people felt unheard for decades, this wasn't random chaos. It was pressure exploding after years of silence. Most damage came during a small fraction of protests, often involving opportunists or clashes after curfews. People were hurt. Protesters were injured. Civilians were killed in protest-related incidents. Hundreds of officers were injured. But here's a critical fact. No police officers were killed by Black Lives Matter protesters. The protests lasted weeks because Black Americans weren't asking anymore, they were demanding. And it worked. Charges were filed. Laws changed. Police funding was scrutinized. Confederate symbols fell. Corporations broke silence. Governments responded not because they wanted to, but because unity forced their hand. That's the truth. When Black Americans moved together, the system had no choice but to listen. History won't remember the broken windows. It will remember the broken trust. And the moment Black Americans stood together and said, "You will hear us now,"